One of the most important things that you need to do if you want to live a fulfilled and happy life, and a life that you're actually proud of, is you're gonna need to do things for your future self. But what does that mean? That means that you need to do delayed gratification activities. Activities that are hard right now, but will give you a lot of benefits in the long run. Let's take, for example, working out. Working out is difficult and uncomfortable, but it will give you a lot of benefits in the long run. It will give you your dream body and it will give you the confidence. But most people don't work out because it's difficult and uncomfortable, just like I mentioned before. Most people still choose to play video games or indulge in other instant gratification activities like movies, social media, junk food, porn, and stuff like that. Because it's much more comfortable. But do you get any long-term benefits from activities like that? No, you don't. All you get is the instant pleasure, but after 2 minutes of doing the activity, the pleasure is gone. You have none of it left. The only pleasure that you feel is while doing the activity, and when you stop doing it, you're just back to being depressed. Let's take, for example, eating a donut, which is an instant gratification activity. While you're eating the donut, you feel pleasure, and you feel happy at the moment. But after 2 minutes, the pleasure is gone. You have none of it left. You basically forgot that you even ate the donut. And the donut is just extra body fat for your future self. And you remember your fitness goals. You wanted to get a six-pack by this summer. And the fact that you ate that donut is just slowing you down. So you need to evaluate these two things. Eating a donut and having your dream body. Which one for you is more valuable? I can say personally for me, having my dream body is much more valuable. It's just not worth it to get 2 minutes of pleasure by eating a donut and then just being further away from having my dream body. For me, it's just not worth it. For some people, maybe it is worth it because they don't care about how they look and they just care about instant pleasure. But if you're like me, then of course you will value having your dream body and you will just choose to not eat junk food because it's just not worth it. The pleasure of having your dream body is much, much higher than the pleasure that you can get from eating a donut. These two activities, instant gratification activities and delayed gratification activities, are the complete opposites. Doing delayed gratification activities, it's hard and uncomfortable, but it will give you a lot of benefits in the long run. However, when you're doing instant gratification activities, it's easy and comfortable, and you feel pleasure while doing them. But after you stop doing them, there's no more pleasure. You're just back to being depressed. And the best thing about delayed gratification activities is that they only feel hard at the beginning. Working out only feels hard for the first couple of weeks, and then after that, it becomes enjoyable. And I'm saying this from experience, because when I started working out, I didn't want to go to my workout. I just wanted to stay at home and play video games and eat junk food, but I still made myself go and work out. And looking back at it right now, I'm super grateful for my younger self, because he was so disciplined. And now I enjoy working out just because I pushed myself at the beginning and just made myself go and work out. The first couple of weeks of doing a delayed gratification activity, for example, working out, is what I call the gray area. This is the point where you don't see any results, and it's still difficult. And this is where most people quit because they want the pleasure right now. They want the progress right now. They don't have the patience to wait for it. And if you quit, then you won't see any results. But if you choose to stay on this path and choose to pursue your delayed gratification activity, then you will be much happier after a couple of months. Because if you were to work out for 6 months, then you would of course see some progress. But if you were only to work out for 2 weeks and then just quit, you would barely see some progress. You would most likely see no progress. And being grateful and proud of your younger self, just like right now, I am grateful and proud of my younger self from 2 years ago, when he went to work out even when he did not feel like it. It's just a secret to happiness. And that was the main point that I wanted to get across in this video. That the secret of living a good life is being grateful for your younger self. So whenever you do any activity, I want you to ask yourself, will my future self be proud of myself? Am I making my future self happier by doing this activity? So I hope that you got something from this video and you understood the importance of doing things for your future self. Hamza really drilled this concept into me because I just now, whenever I do any activity, I ask myself these questions. Will my future self be proud of myself? And I knew about the delayed gratification activities before I started watching him. But he really just drilled the concept into me because it's just It's just a thing that you need to do if you want to live a good life. You need to think about your future self. So I wanted to give a shout out to Hamza. He's my favorite YouTuber. So yeah, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Peace.